Have you been wondering what's the best AI app for getting an investment edge? I use AI every day as an investment analyst and financial planner, and I've easily spent over 1,000 hours testing every major AI application for investing. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 best AI applications, and I've split them into 3 specific use cases: building things, researching information, and accuracy. And for each one, I'll show you exactly how I use it to become a better investor. So let's start with the best application for building things, and that's hands down Claude. What Claude excels at is reasoning through complex problems and then following that up by building things using code, building documents, and even mini web applications. So let me walk you through some of the tools that I've built that have helped me become a better investor. So a lot of what we do in investing is modeling out the future and then seeing how investments will react in specific different situations under stress. So the other day I was analyzing Anthropic's IPO and I had Claude build me a full financial model and then project potential valuations based on some research that I had done. So it built this entire Excel document right here that otherwise in the past would have taken me hours to build. Another use case that I use this for is taking academic concepts and research and then building usable tools based on this research. So I took an MIT lecture and a few CFA prep videos off of YouTube. I dropped them into Claude and I had it build me a dashboard on portfolio construction that you can see here. The dashboard has multiple tabs walking through everything that's covered in these videos so that I can put this material in a way that I can understand it clearly and continue to use it in the future. And the third thing that I like to use Claude for is getting my investment information organized in one single place. So I had Claude build me a Notion workspace all within Claude and then sent over to Notion, and I call it my financial command center. This command center holds my watch list, different prompts that I use for analysis, and inside of it, I've had Claude build other tools like this buy box calculator right here, where this is its own website hosted by itself, where you can enter in a few different pieces of information about any single stock, and then it will calculate what is your target buy price and sell price using a reverse discounted cash flow. So anytime that I need to construct something, Claude is hands down the best AI that I've used to do this. And this gets even more powerful once you start dipping into Claude Cowork and Claude Code. Now, since we're on the topic of building things, one of the tools that I've built just for you is an economic terminal. This economic terminal updates every single economic indicator that I like to look at to gauge the economy and make better investment decisions for my portfolio. And I built this entire economic terminal all within Claude Code, and you can use it completely for free. So if you want to become a more savvy investor and see every economic indicator that I'm watching, go to www.financewithsantiago.com/terminal, or you can click the link that I'll leave in the description or scan the QR code that's going to be on the screen to get access completely for free. Now, the next best AI application specifically for researching information is Perplexity. So the thing that makes Perplexity different from other AIs is that Perplexity pulls real-time information from trusted financial websites and resources. It puts all that information in one place, and then it cites exactly where it got the information from. So this is like a research hub that's pulling in live information instead of leaning on backdated information that other AIs use. And Perplexity specifically has this finance tab here that's built for investment research and researching different stocks. So what I like to do is go into the finance tab, do research, and then within the chat, I'll have it build different things. So I can get research and then synthesize it by building different dashboards. Now, I know I just said that Claude was the best for building things. Perplexity can build things too. It's just that Claude can build much more complex things like interactive web apps and Excel documents, where Perplexity can just build simple HTML dashboards. Now, an example of something that I've built using Perplexity using the research is that I wanted to compare the income statements for a few different tech stocks. So I put in Microsoft, Nvidia, and Meta, and then Perplexity pulled all the information directly from the SEC and then built this dashboard for me. So Perplexity has these built-in tools where it can pull from the website and then synthesize the information quickly. What I also like about Perplexity is it has these built-in finance dashboards within the chat interface itself, which is something that you won't find on any of the other AIs. So I can go into the finance tab, ask it a specific question like, what's the current dividend yield of any particular stock? and then right inside the chat, it pulls up the charts and the specific information on that specific stock and then presents it within the terminal. So Perplexity lets you do quick research all in one place, and it has this research hub-like interface that makes it very user-friendly. Now, there are other times when you're doing research when you only want the research to be based on specific resources that you want to use. Let's say a single earnings report or a company's 10K. And for that, the tool specifically I like to use for accuracy is NotebookLM. What I like to do in NotebookLM is grab companies' earnings reports or 10Ks, for example, drop them in the chat, and then ask specific questions in NotebookLM that will base the entire chat interface only on the resources that I've given it. You can use NotebookLM for also looking at investment research papers. If you're into the investment space, you know that there's these research papers that are produced that can be 20 or 30 pages long, very high level, academic, can be confusing sometimes, but you can upload that research into the chat and then start asking some questions. So an example is I had a piece of research from the AQR hedge fund. It was written by a bunch of PhDs, really confusing kind of stuff. I dropped it into NotebookLM, and then NotebookLM has built in it this feature where it'll turn all that research and documents only from the documents that you've produced into a video or a podcast that you can listen to and get a better idea. And I'll be honest with you, the podcasts that it creates are really good. I'll make these podcasts and then listen to them while I'm on a walk or doing something in the morning, and it's constantly giving me investment edge by feeding me different information. So let's check out one of these podcasts. We'll take a listen.
You as an investor, the basic concept is quite elegant and very common. Let's say you have a taxable investment portfolio.
Okay.
You find a specific stock.
Pretty good, right? Voices are clean, very humanistic, really good way to get yourself sharp with investment research. So putting these three applications together, Claude for building things, Perplexity for investment research, NotebookLM for accuracy, this has been the best combination for me to gain an investment edge. So now that you've seen my three favorite AI apps that I like to use for investing, if you want to go deeper on using NotebookLM specifically for analyzing stocks, watch this next video on how to analyze any stock using NotebookLM where I break down Palantir.